look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta, I still gotta, I still gotta. Hey, you must be knowing here. You see these grown people talking, what you doing here? I got a half a mind to hit you with a spit you, get up off the wall, go on, get it moving here. Yeah, I'm just catching the vibe. I told the valet, take your time, it might get a ride. Floating through the front door, my mind is a tie. Good Lord, mama, you know you looking divine. I had to turn around, double take a look at that. Girl, you got good taste, where you cook it at? You can mingle with the cool kids. I'm out here sweating like a preacher in a pulpit. Even when I'm down bad, I know how to bounce back. I know I got her, and she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, and even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still got her. I know I got her. I know I got her. Even when I'm down bad, yeah, I know how to bounce back. Cause you know I got her. And she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still got her. I still got her. I still got her.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Hoosier State and Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Straight ahead, a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it should be a great one, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Indianapolis Colts. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support. And I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Corral here, working from the gun. Oh, his first throw of this playoff matchup is intercepted. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now, because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
70.
Play action. Now Richardson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
So from the 22, here's 2nd and 2.
70 Ranger. Go.
Now a first carry here for the running back. And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Now it's Richardson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's brought different story here, over 20 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Mitchell is going to take this one in for a Colts touchdown. A try here for the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here comes third down at 7. And Corral will throw it. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Fielded at about the 28. We'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Let's go now.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Buffalo 18. 18 Rattlers. 18 Rattlers. Ready?
Here's Richardson to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And now a stoppage, and it looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. 3rd and 8.
Hey, smash Broncos. 18 Pioneer. 79 Broncos. Ready?
Richardson looking to throw this. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Back to the air with Richardson. This pass reeled in by Hull. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that will bring up second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Second down, here's Richardson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big pickup of 38.
But big plays have been a hallmark of this offense all season, so there was no reason to think that it wouldn't continue here in this title game. Obviously, the magnitude of the event not getting to them early.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready.
Now Richardson. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Off play action. Richardson. Throw out right, pulled in by Downs. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take us to the end of quarter number 1. Second down and 8. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
So they need 2 yards here on third down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Seven Pirates.
Richardson looking to throw. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Will Mallory from 6 yards away. And the Colts go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make the score 14-0. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Again, it's Williams. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but eventually they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
3rd and 2. And now an audible here into something else. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Here's Corral. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. That's pulled in at the 32. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. 48 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Come 19! Come 19!
On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Let's go now!
Now Richardson back to throw it. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Corral looking to throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Corral. That is caught. And some room to run now. And he's going to step out of bounds at the 35-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. 42 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, here's Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Now a 2nd and 2. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Play action, Corral. He'll get that complete to Alberto. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Here we go with Williams. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Corral now to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Corral on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
I'm not liking what I'm seeing from this defense, because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Corral. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Gano's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
It's a very short kick, the fair catch made, but since this is beyond the 25, they'll start right there.
Got it. Ready? Dragon 60. 19 tight. 19 tight.
A final shot before the half. Richardson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. Taken at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation to kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
Come on, come on. Hit.
Running left, here's Mitchell. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
27-yard line. Here's second down and 8. Richardson. Connecting over the middle with Downs. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Operating from the gun. Richardson. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Back to the ground here. Mitchell looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
From the shotgun, Richardson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Nick Bonito coming in there to record the sack.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is 1 play from stalling out.
Warriors, 70.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Colts! Will Mallory with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing, and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Not able to go anywhere that time. Second down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
AFC Championship tilt, 3rd quarter of play. This is 2nd and 10. Now Corral. He'll air this one out for Mims. And got his man complete. And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds. A huge play there for Denver. 45 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They try the left side here with Williams. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
A first down there on a pickup of 25.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. And quickly, they get to the line. Off play action. Here's Corral. He'll buy some time right. That is caught by Williams for a Denver touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Broncos are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So a very important first drive of the 3rd quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Now he dumps this off over the middle. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Richardson now on 2nd down. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Go street.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Eluding the pressure right. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a 1st.
At this point, this offense feels like they could just roll out anything, and it would work. They are certainly in no hurry for this one to end. Now when they can rack up some stats and continue to add to their lead.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
18, pioneer. Go.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. Fighting his way through contact. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around.
And that's the kind of run you get when you know Super Bowl berth is in sight. They've got the lead. It's the second half. All those weeks of wear and tear in your body just go away. He's running with purpose now, and that's a heck of a run.
One quarter remains until we crown the AFC. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the fourth.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
On first down, they go back to Mitchell. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 78 yards rushing now for Mitchell. He's got a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Ready.
Richardson off the play fake. His throw incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10. They run over center with Mitchell. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 26. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Well, Richardson going to move him around. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Kwity Paye getting in there and burying him behind the line. Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And a Tommy Adebawore in there to drop him in sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Corral looking to throw. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Corral. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Corral yet again going to throw it. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Gano's kick is good, and that will close the gap down to 14. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special.
Yeah, man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. The give here to Mitchell. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal.
79 Broncos. Go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Richardson hit and he fumbles it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
No, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
Corral to throw. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Corral. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
Here's Corral. This one swung out to Williams. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now Corral. And oh, he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
The 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. Here's Corral. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. 96 yards rushing for him now to this point. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
And he is going to have a Colts 1st down, and that should be the one that finishes this game off.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space.
Vamos, go! Tempo!
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Here we go!
And with this win and an AFC championship, they have reached the most hallowed ground in all of sports.
That means they are the best in their conference. What an incredible feeling for this team to go through the entire season and come out on top and now go to the Super Bowl for the right to be called world champion.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.